Although a relatively recent arrival in the United States, the Australian cattle dog's strength, stamina, and eagerness for any kind of work has brought him an enthusiastic following. The Australian cattle dog is the product of many years of careful, selective breeding by cattlemen to control wild cattle in herds of several hundred head on drives through the vast wilderness of Australia. The wild cattle and extremely harsh conditions were such that traditional working breeds were of no use. By crossing selected dingoes to various herding breeds, the Australian cattle dog was developed. This dog combined the silent healing and hardiness of the dingo and the instinct of traditional herding breeds. He is highly intelligent, making him a self-directed worker capable of complex problem solving. They are independent thinkers and once trained are capable of carrying out routine tasks without direction. The Australian cattle dog was imported to the United States during World War II and is widely used as a working dog today. Others are less so. All will help your understanding of the breed. In general appearance, the Australian cattle dog is a sturdy, compact, symmetrically built working dog. He has the ability and willingness to carry out any task, however arduous. Its combination of substance, power, balance, and hard muscular condition convey the impression of great agility, strength, and endurance. Any tendency to grossness or weediness is a serious fault. Soundness is of paramount importance. The dog's action is true, free, supple, and tireless. Dogs stand between 18 and 20 inches at the withers, while bitches stand between 17 and 19 inches. Specimens over or under these ranges are undesirable, as proper height ensures that the dog will be able to sink to the ground and avoid a kick after biting at the heels of the stock it is working. Our detailed examination of the Australian cattle dog begins with the head. It is in balance with the other proportions of the dog and in keeping with its general conformation. The skull is broad and only slightly curved between the ears. Cheeks are muscular, neither coarse nor prominent. And the foreface is broad and well filled in beneath the eyes. It tapers gradually to a medium length, deep and powerful muzzle, with a strong, deep and well-developed underjaw. Lips are tight and clean. There is a slight but definite stop. The nose is black, irrespective of the coat color. Teeth should be sound, strong, and regularly spaced. They should grip with a scissors-like action. The lower incisors close behind and just touch the upper. The bite is not to be overshot or undershot. Eyes should be oval-shaped and of medium size, neither prominent nor sunken. They are dark brown in color. They must express alertness and intelligence, and a warning or suspicious glint is characteristic of the breed. Ears are moderate in size and are preferred smaller rather than larger. They are broad at the base, muscular, pricked, and moderately pointed, and not spooned or bat-eared. They are set wide apart on the skull, inclined outwards, and sensitive in their use, being held firmly erect when the dog is alert. The inside of the ear should be well furnished with hair. The Australian cattle dog's neck is of exceptional strength, muscular and free from throatiness. It is of medium length, broadening to blend into the body. The shoulders are broad of blade, sloping and muscular. They are well angulated to the upper arm, and at the withers should not be too closely set. The chest is deep, muscular, and moderately broad. The forelegs have strong round bone all the way to the feet, with no weakness at the pasterns, which show a slight angle with the forearm. From the front, the forelegs should be perfectly straight. The muscling of the shoulders should be evident, without appearing loaded or coarse. The front feet are rounded, with short, strong, well-arched toes. The pads are hard and deep, and the nails must be short and strong. The length of the body, when measured from the point of the breastbone, is greater than the height at the withers, as 10 is to 9. The top line is level with a strong back, and broad, deep, muscular loins and deep flanks. Ribs are well sprung and well carried back, without the dog appearing barrel-ribbed. The rump is rather long and sloping, while the tail is set on low, following the contours of this slope. At rest, the tail hangs in a slight curve and is of sufficient length to reach approximately to the hock. During movement, or when the dog is excited, the tail may be raised, but at no time should it be carried past a vertical line drawn through the root. Hindquarters are broad, strong, and muscular, with long, broad, well-developed thighs. There is a moderate turn to the stifle, and the hocks are strong and well let down. Viewed from the rear, the legs should be straight from hocks to feet and placed neither too far apart nor too close together. The rear feet, like the front feet, are round, with short, strong, well-arched toes. The coat consists of a weather-resistant outer coat, which is moderately short, straight, and of medium texture, and a short, dense undercoat. The coat length is longer behind the quarters, forming a mild breeching. The tail is furnished sufficiently to form a good brush. The head, forelegs, and hind legs from hock to ground are coated with short hair. There are two coat colors, blue and red speckle. Let's consider the blue coat first. It is blue or blue mottled, with or without other markings. The permissible markings are black, blue, or tan markings on the head, evenly distributed for preference. The forelegs are tan midway up the legs and extending up the front to the breast and throat, with tan also on the jaws. The hindquarters are tan on the inside of the hind legs and the inside of the thighs, showing down the front of the stifles and broadening out to the outside of the hind legs from hock to toes. A tan undercoat is permissible on the body, providing it does not show through the blue outer coat. Black markings on the body are not desirable. The red speckle coat should be a good, even red speckle over all the body, including the undercoat. There may also be darker red markings on the head, with evenly placed head markings the most desirable. Red markings on the body are permissible, but not desirable. Although not mentioned in the standard, on both colors, a white marking, usually referred to as a Bentley mark, is often seen on the forehead. In addition, a spot on the tail is permissible. Soundness is of paramount importance to the Australian cattle dog. The action should be true, free, supple, and tireless, with the capability of quick and sudden movement essential. Coming toward you, the forelegs should be carried straight forward. Convergence of the legs toward the center line of travel will be seen as speed increases. Going away, the hind legs should follow in a straight line behind the forelegs, with convergence seen as speed increases. This dog is moving too close behind. This front turns in at the pasterns. Here again is correct movement, with the movement and reach of the forequarters and powerful thrust of the hindquarters in unison. Movement faults are to be penalized to the degree that they impede the working abilities and soundness of the dog. The Australian cattle dog's role as a controller of the herd in both confined and wide open spaces means he is ever alert, extremely intelligent, watchful, and courageous. His trustworthiness is legendary, as is his protective instinct. While he is naturally suspicious of strangers, he should be willing to be handled in the show ring. Coupled with his devotion to home and master, the Australian cattle dog is a tireless worker and loyal companion.